Hello, it's Big Chad, and this is the Trading Encyclopedia Daily Education series on my YouTube at Chad's Trading. Find me on Twitter at Big Chads and Bitcoin Live, where I'm a founding analyst. For today's video, we're going to talk about the concept of oversold. Now, I have a separate video on RSI, overbought and oversold, but I'm generally going to talk about the concept of oversold and not specifically about RSI. But so oversold often is used with RSI. It can be used in other conditions where people say, you know, it's been good, it's gone down so much, it's oversold, like it's overdone, something's overcooked. But there's a little bit of a misnomer about that, right? So what is oversold generally? Well, with RSI, it generally means below the 30 line, right? We know technically overbought above the 70 line. Some people use 20 and 80 for an even stricter filter. But like, what do you need to know? What's important? So let's pull it up here. And I have the Bitcoin chart. And for example, we have the RSI like in a 1 hour chart, right? So first of all, what you want to know, again, is 70 and 30, right? Now, below 30 is overbought. But what's important to remember is that the only way to become overbought is to be bearish, right? And trends tend to continue. So you don't actually want to buy oversold. You're actually better off selling oversold, right? Because it's something that's bearish and you want to ride a trend. The same way you're better off buying overbought, right? The biggest price moves up often happen in quote unquote overbought territory. The biggest big moves, blow-offs moves. And same with moves on the downside, right? Now, like with RSI, for example, what you might want to be doing, you might want to buy when it comes out of oversold or when it fails to re-enter the oversold territory. But you don't want to be buying when it's entering the oversold territory because it's bearish and trends tend to continue. And the only way to be oversold is to be bearish. So the price drops down here. It's technically oversold. We end up going way lower, right? We drop from 86 down to 81K. It's a pretty big drop. Oh, because it's oversold. And even buying overbought here, buying coming out didn't work for you. It's a general concept where you want to just understand that oversold means it's bearish because it had to be bearish to get there. And you really are better off using it as one piece of information, but not using it to indicate any kind of a trade for you, right? We started to be oversold, but we went lower first. It's the 1 hour chart, right? It's pretty choppy in the 1 hour, but you can see the same like on a 4 hour chart as well, right? You start to become oversold. We ended up going lower, right? 103 down to 98K, right? And so the longer the time frame, the stronger the signal, of course. But just specifically for this video, I want you to understand that oversold does not mean bullish. Oversold does not mean buy. It means that the price is bearish because it's below 30 RSI. And the only way to get there is to be in a downtrend, and trends tend to continue. If anything, you should wait till it leaves, right? It leaves that oversold condition. Don't mess with it down here. Wait for it to start to leave oversold. Then you're at least riding some momentum, okay? This is very generally the concept of oversold. I used RSI to talk about it, but it's also just a general concept for you to keep in mind, okay? Like with percent K, it's the 20 line and stuff like that. All right, folks, thank you so much for being here. This is part of the Trading Encyclopedia Daily Education series. You can find me on Twitter at Big Chads and Bitcoin Live, where I'm a founding analyst. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon. Big Chads out.